Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ollie here from CryptoVest.com. It is the 28th of January today, and we're going to be looking at Bitcoin trading against the dollar to start the week off. It's had another bearish dip right now. As you can see, we started the day, we closed yesterday bang on that sort of $3,600 support, and then today we've had another crash. It's dipped around sort of $50. We're now hovering actually we're just above now $3,500. And we've got picked up now along this sort of downtrending support level, which is a very, very critical support right now for Bitcoin. It was we sort of fell onto it all the way back around sort of November 25th, and since then we've kind of picked up along it on about 5 times now, and it's helped us to recover. We did briefly drop below it through early December. It became a bit of a strong resisting level, but we were able to climb back through it, and then since then we've been kind of oscillating in this downward channel. And kind of keeping aware of where that sort of $3,600 line is. So now, right now, you can see there's a brief wick beneath the current candle, which tells us that we did briefly drop out of this support, but bulls are really trying hard to defend this level right now. I think a drop below this support level would be a very bearish sign going into the rest of January, and it would set us up very badly for going into February. So it's going to be an interesting thing to see how we do along this level. I'm hoping that we'll able to see a new surge of bullish support, carry it back through, and hopefully re-establish the support here, and maybe even go on to push up. It'd be nice to see BTC have a bull run at some point soon, because all the fundamentals are looking very strong for Bitcoin. I know the price doesn't seem to reflect the true value of the network right now, and we'll talk about that in a second, but Vice Ratings released a really interesting report last week, and it just basically touched on 5 things that have been building behind the Bitcoin network that people need to be aware of, particularly the fact that Bitcoin adoption is up at an all-time high. You know, there are more stable active wallet addresses than ever before. The Lightning Network has been increasing, really showing strength to strength. It can now handle around $2.4 million worth of transactions off-chain. Fees are now really, really low. It's around 25 cents. And transaction volume has been building despite the bear market. There's all the things in place to say that this is really going somewhere. It's just the price seems to be lagging a lot, and that could be really down to a number of things. But OTC trading of crypto particularly has been booming, particularly in the last year, and it's showing increased strength going into this year. Now Binance has opened an OTC trading desk. There was a report that OTC trading volumes was around 6 times greater than the entire amount of exchange traded volumes. So that just gives you an idea of how much cryptocurrency is being traded off exchanges. And why do people do that? Well, if you've got millions or billions of dollars and you want to buy or sell that amount of crypto, you don't want to affect the value of the underlying asset. So if you can't buy or sell around 5 BTC in one go without having an effect on the exchange price. And so if you're trying to buy millions of dollars worth or sell millions of dollars worth, you want to be able to do that off an exchange because you want to continue trading it. So a lot of big players are now trading OTC and are not trading on the exchanges. You have a few spot trades that go on, and whether you buy and sell, and there's a few market makers there that do that, but ultimately they're not having a big enough impact on the value of the Bitcoin and Ethereum and some of the key cryptos. So you're sort of seeing the bigger hands move out. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the big hands are starting to move out, go into OTC, and you'll start seeing the smaller investors now. Obviously, the way the market's been in the last sort of year and a bit, there's been a lot of uncertainty, a lot of bearish sentiment, and it will be difficult for Bitcoin to re-establish a good position without some big players to kind of help move it along. So right now we may end up in this kind of bearish range between the $3,000 mark and the $4,400 for a while, until something comes along that can really generate another boost in momentum. But right now, as you can see, we're really clinging to this key level. This downtrending support is what we're looking at right now. If we close beneath that, we've got another sort of next main support will be the bottom, which is around the sort of $3,280 mark, and that was a sort of key support going through sort of mid-December before we pushed on and hit that sort of 4,200, sort of 4,300 mark. So that's kind of going to be where we're looking at right now. If we look at the one-day MACD indicator, it's looking pretty bearish. We've got a strong selling candle now on the histogram. The 12 MA is now starting to bearishly diverge away from the 26 MA. So we look like we're going to be heading further away from the signal line in the short term. And on the RSI as well, you can see we're now starting to crash towards the oversold region below. We're kind of dipping now below 40%. So it's looking fairly, it's not looking particularly good. Obviously, selling momentum is now starting to increase. If we look at the parabolic SAR, you can see that we have our first bearish dot appearing above the price action. so it's obviously favoring a bearish continuation in the short term. So yeah, so it's looking like we may see it break through this support, and if we do, we'll be looking at the $3,280 mark as our next kind of key support, and hopefully from there we'll be able to see a repeat of mid-December where we're able to push on from here. But it really depends on sentiment, and like I said, it just doesn't seem to be holding very well right now. We may actually see a break below 3,000 going into next month, or maybe towards the end of Q1. But yeah, so just be sort of prepared for that, and obviously we'll be keeping an eye on this downtrending support in the very, very short term, but throughout today's intraday trading, to see what's going to be happening soon. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you think about Bitcoin. Let me know whether you think this is a sort of short to mid-term bearish asset, whether you think it will start to fall towards that $3,000 mark, if we'll hit a fresh all-time sort of low for the last sort of year and a bit. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, and please check out the full TA at cryptovest.com. Nice one, thank you.